D. Hernandez, the administration at Miami has always gone the easier, cheaper route when hiring coaches. And none of the coaches in the last 20 years have been the answer for this reason. No more nice coaches.
Hey, Mark, do you know what Manny Diaz's contract is?
I don't.
5 years, $4 million. 5 years. How does someone, a first-year head coach, get a 5-year contract at a Power 5 school?
Yeah.
Miami, 5-time national champion. That's awful. That is awful, in my opinion. Why would you even offer that to a first-year head coach who was Temple's second option to be their head coach, and he was our first option? We didn't reach out to anyone else that I know of. Listen, Miami, if they want to compete with the big boys, we're a small private school with 10,000 undergrad, close to maybe 12,000 undergrad in Coral Gables. We got to open up the checkbook. We just had an alumni by the name of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He had $17 million he funded for the XFL. There is money at the University of Miami. We are part of a TV contract deal with the ACC. We make money out of Hard Rock Stadium. All those beverages, whatever tickets we sell, that's money going to UM after we pay our expenses to the Dolphins. There is money at the University of Miami. Now, is football the priority? No, it is not. It's the second priority. Number one priority is University of Miami Medical. Obviously, finding the cure of cancer is the most important thing over football, without a doubt. And I'll stand by that. I think everyone can agree. But the priority at Miami is the medical research department, and finding, the future cures for diseases that can, help out the world. Better place, become a better place. So,
yeah, it is kind of curious that Mark Richt steps down, and immediately, Manny Diaz has just been announced as the head coach at Temple hours early, like within 24 hours, 48 hours, something in that range. And they just did a beeline to Philadelphia to pick up Manny Diaz and get him to Miami with no national search.
Yeah, no, I mean, Blake James literally tweets out, we will do a national coaching search. We have a lot of names interested. There was even an article stating Rex Ryan, ex-players wanted Rex Ryan to be the head coach. Some people were pushing for Lane Kiffin. There was an article about him. Miami was interested. I don't think it was real. But I mean, there were so many coaching candidates we can talk about that Miami could have gone after, at least just inquire about. So many. Yet we just settled for a guy getting the Temple head coaching job. Okay? No. We already learned in the past. We hired Al Golden from Temple. Miami is not a first-year head coaching job. Okay? Miami is a job where you have a legit resume. Look, if you get a coordinator from the NFL to come on down, that's fine. But don't get a coordinator that's resume was 1 year at Texas, a couple years under Dan Mullen at Mississippi State, and then a good few years at Miami. Let him grow at Temple. And then when he starts winning football games, then you go out and hire him. But you don't go after Temple's second choice. You go after your first choice. And it shouldn't be Manny Diaz, but he's our head coach, so it is the pass.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in this chat, whether they're a Miami fan or not, that knows college football would consider Georgia Tech to be the job that Miami is. But what happened there? They hired Jeff Collins after he had a successful run at Temple.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, basically, I was kind of making some jokes in the group chat. I mean, Miami, we're basically like an NC State, We're nearing the top 25. We were in a shootout with NC State. We won 45-42. Obviously, I mean, that's where the program's at. I mean, it really is. We're not that good. We're a very receiving votes to maybe 20 to 25 program, if that. I wouldn't say 20. That's where Miami's at right now moving forward. And we got Alabama game 1, so we better be ready to go. If not, we will be embarrassed once again on national television.
Yeah, that ranking of 9 to 10 in the nation before the North Carolina game was, you've used the term a few times, smoke and mirrors.
Oh, my God.
It was one big game against Clemson in which the team wasn't ready for it. And then other than that, there was nothing to substantiate that kind of ranking because they were playing a lot of teams that were 40th to 50th in the country and getting by most of them. They looked impressive against Florida State. They looked impressive against Duke. They took care of those two opponents. The other ones were nail biters for the most part.
Yeah. Look, I mean, Mark, it's an easy fix. We saw this with LSU. They bring in Joe Brady as a co-offensive coordinator, just an offensive mind to help out their offense, and it worked tremendously. Look, make the right changes on the defensive staff, bring in a defensive coordinator who knows what he's doing, and let's roll. Bring in ace recruiters as your position coaches, and let's go. You can recruit at Miami. Every single head coach at Miami has had a top 10 recruiting class. Randy Shannon, Al Golden, Mark Richt, Manny Diaz will have one as well. It's not hard to recruit at the University of Miami. That's not the problem. It's development, Mark. Get in good assistant coaches. And I think if you bring in a guy like Charlie Patridge from Pittsburgh as your co-defensive coordinator, he has a solid resume. I think that would help a lot. And you bring in cornerback coach, linebackers coach as well. Get rid of Packy. Bring in a guy like Kevin Patrick, let's say. Look, it can work. There's other cornerback coaches that we can get.
We appreciate everybody that's jumped on the live chat today. We know that this was a bit of a surprise. Blame me. Paul and I scheduled to get together. I was going to do it as a record, but hey, why not get all of you involved in the conversation? So we've been on the line for about 45 minutes talking to all of you, and we appreciate everybody that's jumped in the chat to provide your comments, your questions, your topics as well. And of course, everyone in the super chat, thank you so much for your contributions. We'll have to have Paul back. We've run out of time, but I will definitely, Paul, track you down. You know, you're welcome here anytime to talk Miami football.
Yeah, appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much again for giving me the opportunity to talk some Canes football. I greatly appreciate it. I'm a huge supporter of Mark Rogers TV. I mean, you're doing a tremendous job, over 23,000 subscribers. So it's an honor to be on this platform talking college football with you.
And again, folks, we got it right on the banner there. Paul Scoop on the U. There you've got it. Just type that into the search bar here on YouTube and check out his work. Always appreciate the insight and the knowledge, Paul. You have a great day, and we'll talk to Miami football soon.
You too, Mark. Take care.